What are the strangest obsolete transportation bylaws? Imagine a law that once required drivers to shoot a rocket into the sky every mile on country roads at night. Believe it or not, that was once a rule in California. Back in the days before streetlights and modern headlights, drivers used rockets or flares as signals to warn others they were coming. Drivers had to wait 10 minutes after firing the rocket before continuing their journey. It sounds wild today, but it was a safety measure at the time. In Nebraska, there is a law that makes it illegal to drive off the edge of a mountain. The catch is, Nebraska is a flat state with no mountains. This law was probably copied from other states with actual mountains, but it stayed on the books even after the geography changed. It's a perfect example of how laws can become outdated and just stick around. Arkansas once banned blowing a car horn after 9 o'clock in the evening in front of places serving sandwiches or cold drinks. This law came from the 1920s when drive-through restaurants used horns to call for service. The noise was bothering residents, so the law was made to keep things quiet. Today, it seems humorous, but it shows how early drive-thrus tried to manage noise. Nevada has a law that bans riding camels on highways. This odd rule is a leftover from the 1800s when the U.S. Army tested using camels for transportation in the desert. Since then, the law has remained, even though camels are no longer common on American roads. Massachusetts once had a law against having a gorilla in the back seat of a car. This strange rule probably came from circus incidents involving large animals. It was meant to prevent dangerous situations, but seems amusing now. Alabama allows driving the wrong way down a one-way street if a lantern is attached to the front of the vehicle. This old law dates back to when lanterns were used for lighting and signaling. It's a relic from a time when traffic signals and modern lights weren't around. California also made it illegal to jump from a moving car going at least 65 miles per hour. Sleeping on roadways was banned too. These rules aimed to prevent accidents and injuries when cars were still a new technology. Some states had laws about car colors on certain days. For example, in Colorado, you couldn't drive a black car on Sundays. Minneapolis banned red cars on Lake Street. These rules probably tried to control traffic or match local customs, but are now just quirky legal relics. Ohio has a law that forbids riding on the roof of a taxi cab. Montana's law bans leaving sheep alone in a truck. Both rules were about safety and animal control but are outdated now. Many of these laws were practical at the time, addressing noise, safety, or animals before modern roads and vehicles. Today, they seem strange but reminded us how much transportation and society have changed. They show how local culture and history shaped rules that are now just oddities. These obsolete bylaws give us a peek into America's past, when travel involved animals, primitive lighting, and early cars without clear rules.